So I'm gonna try my hardest this week to get out something Cypher related, but it's just lately I've not been motivated to do any of it. But at least I'll get it fucking moving so people aren't just sitting there like I don't know, whatever. So yeah, also 4th gen match because lazy Sunday. I think I might just turn Sundays into throwback Sundays eventually, but I don't know. We'll figure it out in the long run. But anyways, hey guys, it's Wild. We got a match here today against rockxero77. It's another match in Quandra N66's theme team tournament from a while back that, was stuff and things. Pretty sure you've seen my team before, so I don't need to actually explain it. I just have the standard hang time here that I give for 4th gen, but it should start in a minute. And like I said, I'm not going to explain the teams. You should know it. And if you don't, go watch an old video and you'll know. But anyways, as usual, got my Azelf lead. He's got an Empoleon lead. I know he'll probably have Hydro Pump or Surf, so I know I probably won't want to stay in since I am Life Orb and not Focus Sash. I don't want to put up rocks just yet because I would like to preserve my Azelf. So I go to my Zapdos because I know that can take a Hydro Pump or a Surf fairly well. And if he wants to set up rocks, good, I get Zapdos in before the rocks. So now I can start firing off discharges if I really want to. The Hydro Pump does a lot though, so I'm glad I switched out Azelf. But yeah, he's going to switch out to his Snorlax here, and I'm like, okay, this will do nothing, and then what I can do is I can just go to Infernape, because he'll probably just want to curse up and not Body Slam right off the bat, because he probably feels more safe to do it, so I decided to go to Infernape, but then he shows me he has Pursuit, and I'm like, okay, so he might be more of an offensive build, so I'll just have to keep that in mind later. He'll probably still have Curse, but, he's offensive Curse, so he might not even have Rest. But the point is, I'm just going to U-turn out because I know he's going to switch out no matter what. He's not going to want to take a CB close combat, so he goes into Slowbro. That U-turn actually does a lot. I'm okay with that damage. I'm going to go right back into Zapdos because I know I can threaten him out, and then I can get a free substitute up while he most likely switches out. So that is the game plan, and that's what actually happens. He goes out to his Snorlax on my substitute, and then what I can do is I can either Toxic or I can Roost. I'm thinking I'm going to go for Toxic, though. Well, actually, I know I'm going to go for Toxic, but I was leaning more towards going for Toxic just because, like I said, I didn't sense Rest. Since he's running that Pursuit, he may want one other strong move on his set. So I feel like, even though I can take out Snorlax, I didn't even say that very well, Snorlax well enough, that little bit of extra damage on him would be nice because, nothing wants to directly switch in and take those hits. So, but I Roost up, returns a lot, but eventually, I think it's this turn I go to Jirachi, because, his damage output, it's damage output, obviously, so I'm really not appreciating taking that. So, gonna go to Jirachi, because probably the best thing I have to take a return from Snorlax, and then I can also just start Iron Heading him and racking up some Toxic damage there. But he's actually gonna double switch out to a T-Tar, which was an odd move, but I guess it makes sense. But, now, I figure he might want to switch and not want to take Iron Head, so I went for a U-turn, but the fact that he stays in means he's going for a Fire move, most likely, so I'm going to go to Flygon, who should be able to take that fairly well, and then I can just threaten him out with the Stab Earthquake, and, yeah, Flamethrower does, really not that much, but I don't know what kind of set he is, but either way, he can't be Scarfed. Well, he could be Scarfed, but then he can't switch moves and go for Ice Beam, so, I'm safe just going for Earthquake right there. He's actually going to switch out to his Machamp here, but looking at his team, he really doesn't have anything to take an Earthquake, which is kind of sad for him because, Flygon can kind of wreck him a little bit, but just going to go for another Earthquake. But he goes out to Empoleon for some reason. I guess he thought I might think Earthquake wouldn't kill Machamp and I'd want to go for Draco Meteor, but I really had no reason to go for Draco because it probably would have still killed with Earthquake. Actually, it would have killed with Earthquake looking at the damage. But he's going to go to Snorlax now. I don't feel like having Flygon taking more hits, so I'm just going to go out to Jirachi, and then I can just start firing off some Iron Heads and, do that thing that Jirachi does, where I can flinch it and then get some Toxic damage racking up and, have super happy, awesome fun times. So that's the game plan right here. Just go for Iron Heads. I could have gone out to Infernape 2 on that switch, but I was like, Jirachi's safer. So I might as well just go with the safe option for now, and then save the stupid shit for later, So, more Iron Heading, because Iron Heading is fun as fuck. And eventually, he'll probably die the next turn, actually, looking at how much the Toxic damage is going to be doing to him. So, really, I'm in a good spot to just destroy him. And he's actually going to decide to switch out to his Slowbro finally. I don't really get why he left it in for so long, and then finally went out to Slowbro, but it's what he did, and now he's left with a weak Snorlax, and you know, I can just do stuff to Slowbro. I don't know. But I'm going to go to Zapdos is the main point I was slightly trying to get across. Just so, you know, I could threaten him with the discharge. Plus, I knew I could take a Surf, but he actually scores a crit. So, that actually ruins any chance I really have of a 6-0, like, a successful one. Like, I still could have pulled it off, but at that point I was just like, screw it. I gotta quit going for flashy tournament wins, you know? Well, actually, I never usually try to. I usually play smart, and then it just ends up that way. But the point is, he just stays in to take a discharge and dies, which, honestly, I don't really get. I mean, he didn't have anything else to take on his team, but Slowbro still could have helped him a fair amount, so I don't know. That's his choice. But just leaving Zapdos to die here as he brings in the Gardevoir, just because I'm like, fuck it. I don't really give a shit. I still have this match. I'm not going to score her as much. But I see the leftovers, so I'm just going to go to Infernape and fire off a strong CB U-turn, because I know I don't have anything that can OHKO him. So I'd rather bait him into Psychic and then go to Jirachi than go to Jirachi and bait him into something else and then having something else take a hit. So the point is, go to Jirachi to take a Psychic, and then he'll just die from Sandstorm. And the rest of his team, he's got Tyranitar, he's got Snorlax, and he's got Machamp. Let's see. Snorlax is going to easily die to anything. Machamp, I only need to, you know, get like a couple hits off, and I just got the flinch there. That means he's dead. T-Tar, I got plenty of things for. So really, this is my match. So got a kind of little Jirachi sweep at the end. But, yeah, I know it's a little preemptive, but that's actually going to turn out to be the match, because T-Tar not going to appreciate taking the Iron Head, and actually kills, so, you know, that's something. And then, like I said, Snorlax is so low, so it'll just kind of die. So, yeah, that's the match. So, GG, rockxero person. That probably wasn't the best game ever to actually re-upload, but I'm kind of re-uploading all these old tournament matches anyway, so I might as well chronicle my ascension to where I got. I don't know. I just picked a match out, and I was too lazy to record another one. But, you know, still a fun game and, you know, stuff, whatever. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, Cypher thing is going to be up later this week, most likely. Also, picked out a new LP, so I'm going to start recording that this week, and then it'll start next week. But, yeah, that's it for today. So, hope you guys enjoyed, etc., blah. Rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.